Greetings, this is Sloshwax. Welcome back to Shadowrun Dragonfall Director's Cut. We left off in the last one. We just had, I think, probably about 15-20 minutes of me talking and reading, and I've got a glass of water here now. That was a lot of talking. So let's continue on and see what we can find out. This little tiger thing here ran in before. Looks pretty cool. We did get 5 karma. So I was thinking about having a little bit of a look and seeing what we can do. Now, spirit control, that literally just increases the chance to control a summoned spirit, which is pretty good. But if we get this one here, we will be getting another spell slot. And getting here, we will get fire barrier and stuff like that. But I'm thinking what we really do need, at each of these we do get new etiquette. So it's every 2, which is pretty cool, but we are going to get the spellbook slot is what we're going to do. It's going to leave us with one that I guess we could put in dodge. Just because it's always nice to have a little bit of dodge. Don't know if it's too necessary, but let's talk to Paul. Slosh. Amsel peers at you apprehensively. His eyes are bloodshot, his expression grim. Did you get the information about Green Winters? No, not yet. Please continue working. Okay, well, I haven't actually done anything. I just literally stopped talking to you, walked over and said hello. Let's talk to Dietrich. Dietrich turns his head at your approach. His aging face is traced with a network of faint scars, the legacy of too many fights over too many years. While he still retains a degree of strength and vigour, it is obvious that the shaman you see today is a shadow of his former self. Despite all of this, there is still an aura of power surrounding the man. He raises his bottle, offering it to you. Slosh. Welcome. I've got a bottle of schnapps that needs sharing, and we've got a fallen comrade to drink too. Alright, take the bottle to Monica. Frost. The liquor in the bottle is crystal clear, and as you raise it, you catch an intoxicating whiff of cloves and caramel. It tastes of sweet corn and walnuts with a lingering aftertaste of buttery toffee. Oh my god, that sounds good. You swallow a swig, then return the bottle to Dietrich's outstretched hand. He takes a long pull on the bottle, and then locks eyes with you. Let me ask you a question, Slosh. What made you choose to come to Berlin? I had my reasons, such as, come on boss, I'm just trying to figure out who I'm working for here. I think that I deserve to know that much. A member of my old crew betrayed me. Ain't that a pisser? I can handle all sorts of things, but a betrayal always makes me see red. Right there with you, I ventilated the son of a bitch before I left the Ruhrplex. Dietrich raises the bottle in salute, then takes another swig. The bastard deserved no less. In your position, I'd have done the same thing. So after all this went down, you decided to bail out of the Ruhrplex and head to Berlin. Am I getting that right? There's a bit more to it than that, but yeah. So you came on back to Berlin and to Monica. He raises the bottle again, closes his eyes and takes a long drink. After the moment has passed, he returns his attention to you. It all comes back to our girl, don't it? So let me ask you, just what was your relationship with Monica anyway? I know that you two knew each other way back, but she was pretty coy about these things. Why do you want to know? I don't know, I just guess that I just want to get to know her better. There are some areas of her life that have always been a mystery, but you could shed any light on them, I'd be appreciative. I can respect that. So what was the deal? We were very close. Figured as much. Not from anything you or Monica said, I just had a suspicion. So I guess we're getting to kind of pick our background, even though it's not going to change the way the game goes. I don't know, it might have some effect on how the game plays out, I'm not really sure. Well anyway, good on you both. She was a wonderful woman, I hope that your time together was happy. Anyway, I've taken enough of your time and the bottle's almost empty. Thanks for taking the time to talk. For what it's worth, I'm happy you're here with us. Rest in peace, Monica, we'll miss you, girl. Now, I want to talk to this thing. As you start towards the safe house door, a large four-legged form steps around the corner. Dante, Monica's dog. Oh, an enormous mongrel of indeterminate breed. A low whimper emerges as he enters the room, head hanging low. Oh shit, Dante. Don't worry, bro. We'll look after you. Oh man, it's her dog. That's not cool. At the sight of Monica's dog, Amsel's eyes well up. He inhales but can't quite catch his breath. He started whimpering about an hour ago, turned into a full-blown howl, wouldn't stop, kept. That's when I realised something bad had happened. Looking down into those huge brown eyes, you see intelligence and sadness. He lets out a small whine and rubs his head against you. I'm going to feed him some of the treats. Dante takes the treat in his mouth, but it's clear he has no appetite for it, and the jerky drops to the floor. He leads into you and looks up mournfully, pressing his ribs against your leg. I guess the dog is going with you, Slosh. Oh, This is sad. Okay, well, perhaps a part of Monica lives on in Dante. Return to the safe house when you finish with Altug, mein Freund. mein friend. With a little luck, he can help us locate Green Winters, and we can get to the bottom of this. And now I think we should all take a moment for Monica. So what's up? Should I go talk to Iger or not? I don't really want to. He seems like a bit of a dick. Ooh, what's this? Oh, it's the stash. Let's have a look and see if there's anything in there. There's nothing in there. Of course there's nothing in there. Okay, let's go talk to Glory first and get this out of the way, because I don't really want to talk to Iger. He's a bit of a dick. Glory is beautiful, in a waifish sort of way. Her features are almost elvish in their delicacy, but there's something cold about her that you find slightly unsettling. What's more unsettling is her chrome. Glory is rocking a heavy loadout of cyberware from head to toe. She looks to be composed more of plastic and metal than she is of skin and bone. In the shadows, individuals such as this are anything but uncommon. But Glory's cyberware is first generation. All of it. Bulky, invasive, practically museum pieces. This chrome was obsolete well before she was born. I'm going to use spellcasting conjuring, because it's an option I've never seen before, to use astral projection to read her aura. Without shifting your attention away from Glory, you allow your consciousness to partially slip into the astral plane. As your third eye opens to the hidden world around you, you feel the familiar tingle of dormant senses awakening. The room that you're standing in slowly shifts to match its true nature, a lifeless expanse of grey, ugly and cold. Your own body, however, explodes into a swirling chaos of scintillating colour. As the astral plane shimmers into view, you focus on Glory. You can still see her with your corporeal vision, her delicate frame, the bulky cyberware that breaks her silhouette, the faraway look in her eyes, but laid over the top of her physical body there is a slight shimmer, her aura, damaged though it may be. The chrome that Glory is sporting has really done a number on her. Whatever she may have been before she went under the knife, her aura is now reminiscent of the room she's standing in, a cold dead thing, mockingly sculpted into a facsimile of life. Somewhere within that mutilated aura, a shred of humanity awaits, but finding it isn't going to be easy. This is just depressing. Suddenly, Gloria's body language changes. The look on her face is somewhere between suspicion and alarm. I got something in my teeth. You're staring. With an aura this shredded by cyberware and surgery, it's going to take a minute to gather any useful information. I'm going to be honest with her. I don't like to beat around the bush. I think this slot he's to the point. He's not going to take any shit, and that's how we're going to play this guy. So continue reading her aura. I'm just going to flat out do it. I'm just trying to figure you out, Glory. You've got a lot going on beneath the surface. I imagine that we all do, yourself included, and yet you don't find me gawking at you. As Glory speaks, you continue to focus, sifting through the void left by her vintage chrome to find the tatters of her original essence. Finally, you catch a glimpse of colour, a flash of her true self. Behind it, something else. In a reflexive panic, your third eye slams shut, the hidden world of the astral plane disappears from view, but an after image of what you saw remains, twisting in your mind. Glory is, or was, magically active. The shred of her essence that flitted past your vision left you sure of it. What's more, you'd wager that she had real power once, terrifying power, of the sort that you can only guess at. All of this was surprising, but it was what you saw behind her aura that chilled you to the core. There was something connected to Glory's essence, a metaphysical tether stitched into the fabric of her soul. It reminded you of a leash. You can't say for sure what was holding the other end, but whatever it was enormous and ancient and cruel. And you can't shake the feeling as you looked into it. It stared back at you. What is going on? Seriously, if I wasn't a shaman, would we be knowing all this stuff about this person or what? Trebling, you find yourself in the mundane world. Glory is still staring at you, her neutral expression ever so slightly tinged with annoyance. I'm just going to say, we need to talk about what the fuck I just saw in your aura. I knew this would happen. Look, my aura is my own business and none of yours, understand? Okay. I'm going to say this first one. Agreed. No, you're right, Glory. You are right that it is your business and none of mine. But, the thing that I saw that was tied to your aura is as much my business as it yours. It saw me, Glory. It saw you. That's what you're worried about? A shrill laugh escapes from Glory's lips. You'll be fine. Want to know a secret? It's been watching you for your entire life. You just never knew it was watching until now. Some of us have bigger problems. For some of us it takes a more direct interest. But I fixed that problem years ago. She gestures down at the vintage chrome that riddles her small body. The interest is still there, but I can't do anything about it anymore, not unless I let it. So drop it, okay? She pauses for a moment. The hard expression on her face softens. Look, I understand that you're trying to help me. I appreciate it, I do. But I'm not ready to talk about this yet. Maybe when we know each other a little better, okay? Until then, just give me my space. This world that I'm in is just, it's getting weirder and weirder. So she's got some fucking multi-planar astral being with her on a leash that can look at me, but she fucking destroyed her body, and so it was no longer interested in her. I don't understand. Is it the dragon? Let's talk to Iga and get this over and done with. Iga glares at you, and you can taste the bile in her stare. She clearly still blames you for Monica's death. I mean, the death happened like 20 minutes ago. We should be okay. I'm going to say, yeah, you can apologise for that little outburst that you had in front of Paul and the rest of the team. She replies through clenched teeth. You want to step away from me, Slosh, right now? Actually, I don't. Let's see what happens if I do this. I'm going to push this. I'm going to push this orc. Unless you intend to make me leave. It's tempting, Slosh. It's really fucking tempting. No, I won't hurt you. Not unless you give me reason to. You're wrong about me, and I intend to prove you wrong. Okay? Best of luck with that, Slosh. Now, please leave me alone. Not yet. No, okay, she doesn't want to talk. Not right now, we don't. Don't push me on this, Slosh. One of these days, we're going to hash this out, and you can talk all you like about the clusterfuck that killed one of my best friends. But it won't be today. Oh, good. Oh, good. Let's go do something exciting. Hey, what's down here? Let's go check this out. See if there's anything down here that I like. Anything? Anything? No. Hey, we do have a dog now, though. That's pretty cool. I really hope the dog doesn't get killed at any point, because that would make me super sad. Okay, what's out here? Well, this is where we need to go. So, I'm going to head out to the streets. Okay, let's have a look around. We've got some stuff happening over there. And I'm going to go... That's where we need to go down there. But, as always, I think we should go... Okay, so that's going down there to the platform. That's somewhere new. Let's just run around and have a little bit of a look. It's always good to kind of get a bit of a layout in your mind. There's a statue over there we can go look at. That's cool. There's a phone booth we can use. I don't know who we'd call, though. The phone's ringing. A bizarre monument towers before you. At the top of the pedestal, the form of an angel stands, outstretched wings looming over the small park. The material is strange and uneven, giving the statue a cold Frankenstein-esque appearance. It appears that the artist has welded this monument together from various metal scraps and pieces of junk. As you approach, a small grimy monitor at the base of the statue flickers dimly to life. The grainy face of a smug young orc appears on screen. Hello there, I'm Herbert Kunzel, the creator of this monument. What would you like to know? Just tell me the name. This is my tribute to victory. Installation history. What more is there to say about the artist? I am the visionary Herbert Kunzel from the Lundwormer. Pretty okay with knowing the name of the statue. It's always nice to know stuff like that, but this phone's ringing. Gotta answer it. Why are you giving me the option to walk away? Let's pick it up. A monotone, pitch-adjusted voice begins speaking almost immediately. The Shockwellen... Oh, this is ridiculous. I can't say all these names. The Shockwellen writer. Contract for this keys is no more. Slosh is listed as a follow-up contact. This is our only secured line to this keys. Please listen to the following instructions carefully if you are a supporter of our cause. Who are you? The Shockwellen writer is fighting for the freedom and liberty of information in Berlin. The F state manages many things, but information remains controlled. Corporations keep any information they can under lock and key, silencing dissent, silencing indiscretion, silencing the truth. Our goal is to liberate the information so anyone who wishes to may access it. And so the F state can regulate itself based on truth. We are simply a collective of like-minded individuals working towards this cause. We have phone booths in strategic locations throughout the city. Within each one you may find a request posted for specific information. If you can obtain a copy of this information, return here and submit it via the port below the receiver. We will verify the authenticity of the information remotely and post an undocked copy of it on the Matrix ourselves. It is our stated goal for this information to remain free to all, however you will be compensated for sought-after information returned to this location. The line goes silent. So I'll keep an eye out. It remains silent. Okay, so it's interesting. Freedom of information is a big... I do think everybody should have access to all the information so that they can make up their own mind. Because if you just get told one thing, you're always going to think that's the truth. Okay, there's a cyber clinic. How much money do I have? 1250. Can we go up here? No, there's nothing up there. So this is the cyber clinic. So we could go put some stuff on, but I think if we do that, it means that yeah, I am looking for some magic. I'm going to go talk to you to Zack Flash, Jumpin' Zack Flash. The offer's clearly seen better days. Yeah, he looks like a bit of a junkie. His skin is weathered and emaciated, as though it has been stretched too tightly over his frame. Track marks, yes! Track marks line the crooks of his arms and dirty bandages wrap his knuckles. So, despite all of this, he seems cheerful enough. Is your magic man? Huh. Here for some magic? Zack Flash is your magic man. I might be interested, so let's have a look. I might be able to help you. He begins to twist a strand of his own long, stringy hair around one of his spidery fingers. His smile remains fixed, a pearly crescent set into a face caked with crime. Okay, just tell me what you've got. Oh, a little bit of everything. I've got your Zen and your Hyper, your Nitro and your Nova Coke. If you want it, I got it. I even got a special concoction of my own design, but I wouldn't recommend it unless you're serious about getting high. Let's just have a look at what you've got. A Zack special. Adds 2 movement. 700! Wow. That's nuts. That's nuts. You're crazy. I wanted magic, not drugs. So that's going to take us down to the platform as well. Let's talk to this dude and see what he's selling. The Romani Patriarch is an impressive figure, an enormous man in his late 60s, burly and broad-chested despite his age. His voice is deep and resonant. His breath is heavy with the stench of pipe tobacco. Let's ask him about his inventory. Let's do some business. Let's see what he's got. So we're going to have a look at our outfits. Don't really need that. Pretty much nothing that we can use there whatsoever. Okay, so there's not much we can do with this because we're a shaman, so we've got to find that Zack Flash. So we don't want to talk to Zack Flash. I'm going to go back down here. There's all these different exits to the U-Barn and stuff like that, but I don't think we should really probably be exploring all them while we're doing this first bit, because we need to be getting on to the next part of the plot so we can kind of see where we're going. The dwarvish tech vendor. Oh, it's a tech vendor. Okay, I need some tech and I'm on a tight schedule. What have you got? Well, you can't use any of these. Oh, they're consumables. Oh, wow, so you only get... If you are one, you have to buy one each time. That's a bit rough. That could get really expensive if you were playing as the Decker. What's this? Talismonger. Let's go in here. I love how we've got a dog now. That's so cool. So what have we got in here? The Talismonger's shop. Let's talk to Absinthe. Something about the young elf behind the counter makes your breath catch in your chest. She's lovely to look at, but it's a strange kind of beauty. Her eyes are large and luminous and impossibly green. As she looks up at you, you can see that her irises are flecked with iridescent gold. Hello and welcome to Algernon. Ah, it's Algernon! It's him again. So he's everywhere. I'm going to look deeper into her eyes, but I'm going to read this first. It's Algernon from the last one, so he is at all places at all times, I guess. As she smiles up at you, her eyes are fixed on yours. A curious feeling of weightlessness fills your chest. It feels as though you're floating in a warm, calm sea. A gentle current pulls you closer to Absinthe, and the sensation is pleasant. As you drift, the golden specks in her eyes begin to move. The golden specks in the elf's eyes shift and swirl, slowly picking up speed. It's mesmerizing. All at once, the specks explode into light and colour. Absinthe's eyes now fill your field of vision, and it feels as though you're drowning in an alien sea. The patterns traced by the shimmering specks in her eyes are kaleidoscopic, enchanting, nearly impossible to turn away from. I lose myself. You are lost. Damn! Your entire world has been reduced to a churning vortex of green and gold. Dimly, you become aware that something is happening. You feel your body being buffeted by unseen forces, and suddenly, everything goes black. Really? Why? Slowly and painfully you struggle your way back to consciousness. The shop's owner, Algernon, is peering down at you, an expression of concern on his face. Absinthe stands behind him, her expression one of embarrassment. Welcome back, friend. Algernon extends a hand to help you to your feet. Absinthe shifts slightly to allow you to stand. Wait, what was that? What happened? My fault. My apologies. Sometimes when I daydream, I bring others along for the ride. It was unintentional. Yes, but there was no harm done, correct? You'll be fine. No harm done. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to go stand in the corner for a while. No, I want to buy stuff. I don't want to stand in the corner. Greetings, young elf. The elf's voice is smooth as silk and rich as clotted cream. Something about him instantly puts you at ease. I dig the fact that this dude is in this game as well. I'm Algernon Halfdream, the owner of this establishment. In my shop, you'll find only the finest in magical paraphernalia. He's kind of reminding me of Hal from Hal's Moving Castle, where he's got the different shops all over the place. I dig it. Show me your inventory. Now, what I'm looking at here, we have Acid Bolt, which is okay. I would like to buy this. Now, spellcasting, it might be worth putting up at some point. We can get these other ones here. Chi casting, we don't have consumables. We're going to have to start buying those, but those are pretty expensive. Oh no, we can get the 100 ones. So we'll grab fire and earth. Yeah, we'll grab a fire and an earth because they're the cheap ones, so that's okay. And yeah, no, I'm happy with that. I'm just going to buy that. So we are going to wear that. Oh, I look cool now. That's awesome. And spells. No, but we've got these now, so we've got a few of them. So that's cool. And let's leave. Oh, yeah, a dog came with us. I wonder if Dante was a bit concerned about what was going on to his new master. Let's talk to David, just because he looks like he's living over here. You recognise him as David, one of Cruiser Base's street kids. If you had to guess, you'd place him in his mid-teens, although it's difficult to tell beneath the grime and acne marring his face. Oh, hoi Slosh, have you seen Monica around? I've been looking all over for her. I'm afraid I have some bad news for you, kid. The kid blinks, a blank expression on his face. She's dead, isn't she? Why would I say it was horrible? There was blood everywhere. I'm going to say I'm sorry, kid. We all are. Yeah, look, I think I want to be alone right now. Okay, so that conversation, why would anybody say, like, yeah, there was blood everywhere? It's fucked up. She was, like, screaming and gurgling and blood coming out of her nose and mouth and stuff. Like, why would anybody say that? That's absolutely crazy. Let's have a look at the menu board. Special today is a caramel soy calf. This is Jan Goldschmidt. See, now, Jan I would have thought was a girl's name, so it must be Jean. So Jean Goldschmidt. Hello, my friend. The voice that comes from the man in the chair is as enormous as its owner, a deep, booming roar, dripping with unrestrained mirth. A fine day for soy calf. Yes. Every day is a fine day. From the back of the store, the voice of the shopkeeper cuts you off. Don't mind the fool in the chair. He roars like a traumatized walrus, stewing his all day in his own sweat. The man behind the bar glares at Goldschmidt, his upper lip curled in disgust. I tolerate him only because he takes his soy calf by the bucket. Goldschmidt responds with a raucous belly laugh. Apparently he finds the shopkeeper's insult to be hilarious. Ah, Altug, mein Freund. Mein Freund? Yes, can someone tell me how to say that properly so I can get it right? You're as quick-witted and sharp-tongued as ever. I bow to you. If you wouldn't mind... Once again, the shopkeeper cuts in. To bow to me, you would have first to vacate your chair. I shall summon a team of determined young men and an ox to assist with the task. With luck, you'll be on your feet by nightfall. This is just going to keep going. So I'm just going to go and talk to this guy and see if we can get some answers about our friend Monica. The man behind the counter looks right past you and at the dog following close behind. Dante, I will fetch his water dish and perhaps a coffee for our friend here. Yeah, soy calf, of course. The Turk looks disgusted. Very well, a soy calf. He thinks to himself, I don't understand, why is that bad? Oh, can I say, coffee as in real coffee? Yes, for individuals of refined taste. I have a genuine bean coffee from my native Turkey. This is a top-shelf item, my friend, and not for the general public, only for a few discerning connoisseurs who can probably appreciate it. It's handpicked by my family in Turkey, a true delicacy of the Sixth World. This was considered a luxury even before the Awakening, when bean coffee was everywhere. Every street corner, they say. Trust me, if your coffee experience has been limited to soy calf, you must not deny yourself this opportunity. How much is it going to be? Alright, yeah, let's pay 50. Is anything more I can get you? Paul Amsel sends his regards. I don't know why I bought the coffee, but... Oh, the mission item added. Interesting. When he hears Amsel's name, the Turk's voice lowers and his accent becomes less exaggerated. His eyes take on a knowing look. Ah, very good. Please express to Herr Amsel my appreciation of his patronage. If he needs any more catering jobs seen to in the future, I'm always happy to provide. He tells me that you're developing the menu for a friend of his now, Herr Winters, I believe. I want to hear all about it. Yes, of course, O wise one. Come. A young woman bustles in from the back room. Her gum chewing is loud enough to hear over the noise of the coffee grinders. Burak Ghazi spits something out in rapid-fire Turkish. As you wish, uncle. I will see to it right away. She offers you a shy grin, snaps her gum, and hurries back into the room that she came from. My girl Kami is arranging to make contact with the chef as we speak. This will likely take some time. My chef is a busy man. While we wait, I wonder if you would be so kind as to run a small errand for me. A trifle, really. I hate to trouble you. I am embarrassed to even ask, but I would be most appreciative of your help. What is this trifle? The errand is simple, hardly worthy of you. I've installed a number of data taps to Berlin's fibre optic network as part of my civic duty, you understand. These taps provide free matrix access for all those who live in the cruise baser. In order to maintain their, their anonymity, each tap's protocol buffer must be reset every few days. I simply wish for you to visit each data tap and reset it. That's it, no catch. There is no catch, I assure you. It is time consuming and a bit tedious, nothing more. Just reset the taps and come back when you are finished. There should be 3 of them scattered around this neighbourhood. The first is just outside. Look for a metal box with yellow arrows painted atop it. By the time of your return, I should have the information Herr Amsel requested. Okie dokie, let's go. See if we can find them. Maybe the dog can help sniff them out. So, we need to find a metal... Ah, okay, these. Cool. I saw a couple of them. I mean, I couldn't tell you exactly where they were, because I wasn't looking out for them, but I definitely did see some. Hey, there's a bag here. Why would we pick up the bag? I'm going to toss 5 in there. Yeah, we tipped the dance. We're spending all of our money now. It's okay. Can I go out that way? No. Okay, so we're looking out for some more of those. We're going to go past our good druggy friend here, Zach Flash. I have a feeling... Well, there's one there. And I have a feeling I saw one up here somewhere. Yeah, there's the other one. Up near the statue and the phone and all the weird stuff. So we'll reset that and then we'll be done. And I think what we're going to do is... Oh, something's going to happen. As you're resetting the data tap, you notice that someone has duct taped a small homemade receiver to the system. An earplug dangles from the receiver. Well, of course I'm going to put it in my ear. I'm very inquisitive. The sound of heavy machinery makes it difficult to hear the words that are being spoken. After a moment, you find you can make out 2 distinct voices. A nasal woman who sounds like a heavy smoker, and a man who speaks in a high-pitched, breathy tone. Just heard, Monica, need to verify. Good for us. Of course I'm going to continue listening. Sound like a conveyor belt starting adds to the noise of machinery, and you can't make out anything else until it comes to stop a minute later. Zzz, think our next step. Zzz. Wait, zzz, isn't ready to make a move yet. Zzz, to be patient. See who steps up. Could be someone more. More conveyor belts start up. All you can hear is the sound of machinery. I'm going to keep listening. Continue listening. A bell rings loudly again. It sounds like a telephone. You hear the sound of a door slamming shut and the noise of machinery is suddenly muffled. There's a rattle of plastic and the ringing stops. The nasal woman's voice can be heard again in a sing-song tone. Guten Tag, how may I help you? I heard... Yes, he knows. I told him it wasn't time to make a move yet. What do you think I am, an idiot? So she's on the phone to someone talking about Monica. The council needs to meet again. I know, getting everyone in the same room is challenging. Getting them to agree on a course of action is going to be even more challenging. From my perspective, the cruise baser was only stable because of her. If she really is out of the way, well, we'll see, won't we? Ja, I know. What can I say? Things go slow in the Flux sometimes. Okay, so there's some messed up stuff going on. So what we're going to do, I'm going to run all the way back down to the coffee shop, and we're just going to leave this one here, and we'll come back in the very, very next one, and we will be talking to Altug about the information about Herr Winters. So as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for all the support. The plot of this one is already it's already got me intrigued. So I'm really looking forward to seeing if this one gets as weird as the first one did. As always, guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.